everyone, and welcome to Live Interactive English. I'm Mike.
I'm Rainbow.
I'm talking like this because we're talking about garlic.
Oh, that smell.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to talk like that after you eat garlic because garlic is famous for being a delicious food that adds a lot of flavor to our foods, but also some people don't like it.
Yeah, it's a very, very strong taste.
It can be very strong.
So
yes.
I remember as a kid, one of my favorite foods was garlic bread.
Oh, love garlic.
There's a big problem with having garlic bread and then talking to people in general because that taste stays in your mouth for a long time.
It does.
So I no longer eat garlic bread or really even bread anymore, but I remember those days. Every day I'd go to the bakery and I would just pick up that garlic bread. I didn't like anything else.
Okay.
I exclusively loved garlic bread.
After you had your snack, did your friends then sit a few chairs away from you at school and, no, Rainbow, you stay over there. You can I can hear you.
I think I probably brought like gum or mint.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good. I used to know a guy. He was a healthy guy, goes to the gym every day, liked to look good, and it was the 90s, and I think he read some health article in a magazine. He used to eat
raw,
a big chunk, like a whole thing of garlic every day.
Wow.
Raw.
Wow.
And the thing about garlic is if you eat it, I'm not sure this is scientifically true, but in my experience, and I think it's true, if you eat enough garlic, it comes out in your sweat.
Oh
too.
yeah, oh yeah.
So
oh yeah.
He didn't have to talk. He just smelled like garlic all the time. Now, I don't mind garlic, so I didn't care too much, but I felt a little bad for him. Because, you know, if he's on the bus or standing in line at the bank, other people might be like, okay, he had a lot of garlic bread for lunch. But garlic is really, really good for you. It might make your breath smelly. You might not want to eat a lot of it every day, but eating a little bit every day, that might actually be a fantastic idea. So we're going to learn about the health benefits of garlic and some of the other interesting and wonderful things we get from this little stinky food.
Some eat it raw, while others eat it after it has fermented and turned black. Some hate the smell, and some find it delicious. No matter what you think about it, garlic is a major part of food cultures from Japan to Brazil. But what do you really know about this pungent plant? Garlic is a flower. While it's used in cooking just like a spice or vegetable, garlic is actually part of the lily family, which makes it a flower. There are over 450 varieties, and the flower is native to Central Asia. In fact, most of the garlic eaten in the world today is still grown in Asia, especially in China. Though we usually eat only the bulb, all parts of the plant can be eaten.
All right, all about the goodness of garlic. I think it's safe to say we are both garlic fans, right?
Less than before, but
really?
I'm okay with garlic.
You still like it a
okay.
little bit. All right, well, let's read about garlic. It says, yes, true, some eat it raw, while others eat it after it has fermented and turned black.
Ooh.
I've had black
I've had
garlic
that too.
in a fancy restaurant.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was fermented. It's kind of rotten a little bit. I thought they just cooked it or something.
For a long time.
But anyways, it has a lovely, it's actually kind of a sweet, mild garlic smell, black garlic. Anyway, you can eat it in lots of different ways, it's true. And then we read, some hate the smell and some find it delicious. I think I'm in the second group. I find it delicious.
No matter what you think about it, garlic is a major part of food cultures from Japan to Brazil. But what do you really know about this pungent plant? And that word just means pungent is something with strong smell and flavor that makes the food taste a certain special way, and you can't not recognize it because it's so strong. That means it's very pungent.
Yeah, it can be pungent in a good way or in a bad way, but just it has a powerful smell. All right, so let's look at some of the things we might not know about garlic. First thing, Garlic is a flower.
I didn't know that.
Okay, so actually, if you're in a garlic farm, it might look like just a field full of flowers. That's really interesting.
Beautiful.
While it's used in cooking, just like a spice or vegetable, garlic is actually part of the lily family, which makes it a flower.
Cool.
Well, there you go. And it's kind of it's cousins with a lily. And of course, we think of lilies as just being beautiful flowers.
Beautiful white flowers.
Yeah, we use them for decoration, not for food, but garlic and lilies are very closely related. And there are many types of garlic. There are over 450 varieties. And the flower is native to Central Asia. In the same way that we have apples that are bigger, smaller, sweeter, more sour, red, green, farmers probably over hundreds of years have, played with garlic and mixed it with other plants. And so we have many types of garlic, but apparently it's native to Asia.
So when something is native to a certain country, that means that's where it's from. So that's where the plant originally was growing. And if you carry it over to plant it in another country, it's not really from there, or they're not really a native to that country. We can also sometimes hear the word native as a noun, talking about a group of people from a certain place. So if we have an adjective, we can say native people, that are the people who first arrived to that country. So there are also animals and plants and parts of wildlife that are native to certain countries. For instance, we all know that koalas are native to Australia, and I especially went to Australia to go pet that koala who was from Australia. So that's being a native there, and garlic is a native to Central Asia. Okay, let's continue with the article. In fact, most of the garlic eaten in the world today is still grown in Asia, especially in China. So we're talking about China exporting a lot of garlic to all the different parts of the world, and I'm sure that it has to do with the climate. And also, this is probably why we use so much garlic in our own foods and in the foods of Asia, because it is native to us.
Interesting. When we were talking about garlics being a flower, I thought, I've never seen a garlic farm, but that's probably because most of them are in Central Asia and China. That's where it comes from. It says, though we usually eat only the bulb, all parts of the plant can be eaten. All right, so yes, we often eat the bulb. The bulb is sort of the part that we put underground as well, and it's the little white things that we can break off there and cut them up. That's what gives it the smell. But you can actually eat all parts of the plant. The flower at the top, the green leaves, the green stem, all of it can be eaten and can be quite tasty with a garlic flavor, maybe not as strong as the bulb, but it will still be lovely. I think I've had garlic flour or something.
Oh, cool.
And we'll be finding out more about these amazing plants with some amazing facts after our break.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。这2天的课文是关于 garlic 大蒜。同学们喜欢吃大蒜吗？课文写到说，有些人会生吃，那么有些人会在它发酵变黑之后才吃。有些人讨厌它的气味，有些人觉得它很美味。那么不管怎么样，大蒜都是食物文化中重要一部分。我们待会也就跟着课文来好好了解这种刺鼻的植物。我们补充一下，文中用到 pungent， 它是形容词，形容气味是刺鼻的，或者是味道是很强烈的。好，再来，他就提到说，大蒜是开花植物。那么虽然大蒜就跟香料或蔬菜一样被用在烹饪料理当中，但是其实呢，它是百合科的一员。这种开花植物它有450多种哦。那么原生于中亚，现今世界上呢，食用的大蒜大部分仍然都被种植在亚洲。那么令人惊讶的是，虽然我们通常只吃这个球茎的部分，可是这种植物的每个部位都可以食用。好，文中它就用到 bulb 在这边不是指灯泡哦，而是指植物的这个球茎、鳞茎的意思。好，那么单字 native 它是形容土生土长的或是原产地的，be native to 加名词就可 可以表达原生于哪里哪里。好，土生土长的物种表示它起初一开始就是生活在那里嘛。Rainbow 老师解释单字时，他用到 originally 这个副词 ，origin 它在后面加上 al， 再加上 ly， 变成这个副词，表示起初或是原来的意思。这边2个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们来看第一个重点是主词加上 turn 加一个形容词，就可以表达什么什么变成怎么样。那么 turn 在这边是连缀动词，之后呢可以接形容词或名词去表达说变成某个状态，变得怎么样。这时候 turn 就跟 become 的意思相同。例如 The milk has turned sour， 就是牛奶已经变酸了。好，那么第二重点是 while 当连接词的用法。那我们来看第一种。While 可以指而、然而、但是，它就相当于 whereas， 用来说明对比或者是相反的情况。例如 ，While Ben enjoys sci-fi movies, his girlfriend prefers romantic comedies. Ben 喜欢看科幻电影，而他女朋友比较喜欢浪漫喜剧片。第二个用法是，我们可以用 while 表达虽然尽管，这时候意思就跟 although 或者是 though 相同。举例来说。While the movie wasn't as good as I'd expected, it was still entertaining. 尽管那部电影不如我预期的好看，但还是很有趣。那第三个，我们可以用 while 去表达在什么期间，与什么同时，这时候意思就相当于 when。例如 ，It started to rain while we were waiting for the bus. 当我们在等公车的时候呢，开始下雨了。好，那我们接着回到课文中。
Its uses are ancient. The use of garlic dates back thousands of years. Written records show that the ancient Mesopotamians mixed it with wine for use as a medicine. The ancient Egyptians were also fond of garlic, and garlic was even found in the tomb of King Tutankhamun. In ancient Greece, athletes used it to increase their strength and energy, and garlic would also often be left at crossroads as a religious offering.
Okay, so let's get back to the article where we'll now talk about the uses, the many different uses of this wonderful flower, garlic. The article says its uses are ancient. The use of garlic dates back thousands of years, so our ancestors loved garlic too. Written records show that the ancient Mesopotamians mixed it with wine for use as a medicine. Oh yeah, and we do that here too. Garlic is like, my mom always told me, you know, garlic kills all the germs.
Interesting. The Mesopotamians, of course, were a culture in what is now Iraq, 3, 4, 5,000 years before the time of Christ. 6, 8, 7, 8,000 years ago, a long time ago, they already knew garlic was a very special plant. And how about the Egyptians living there in Egypt? It says the ancient Egyptians were also fond of garlic, and garlic was even found in the tomb of King Tutankhamun. He might have been the boy king, he might have died at a young age, but he knew that even in heaven, or wherever dead pharaohs go,
You'd still want to eat garlic forever.
Will make your food taste better. So along with all the other things they packed in there for him, they packed in some garlic. So that shows that ancient cultures were very fond of this tasty flour or food. When you're fond of something, it just means you like something. You're not passionately in love with it maybe, but you're like, yeah, I like that thing, and if I didn't have it or if it went away, I would be sad and my life would be slightly less good, you know? So you're fond of your friends. You might not love all of your friends, but you know, your classmates, your coworkers, if they say they're changing school or going to a different job, you'd say, oh, that's too bad. I'm really going to miss you. We have to stay in touch. So you can be fond of things if you're not in love with them, but you certainly like them. You like them quite a lot. Yeah, there you go. So Kelly is very fond of chocolate ice cream. And of course, if you use something like very, that will make it even more of a like emotion.
All right, so we talked about this king being buried and he's in the tomb.
With garlic.
With garlic.
Garlic.
So the tomb is the place where you put your body inside, and it's kind of a little cave type of place. In the ancient Egyptian culture, many beautiful things were buried in the tomb along with the king's body, like many treasures, many gold and diamonds. Nowadays, people don't really always have tomb or tombstones. Sometimes there's a graveyard and there is a little stone there, but a tomb is kind of like a bigger place to put your body inside of it after you have passed away. Over 1,000 years ago, a king's body was placed in this tomb. And I know that in many cultures, you can also visit the tomb to see where his body was placed. And many people go there to pay their respects to the ones who have passed on. Okay, let's continue with our article to talk about the use of garlic in ancient Greece. In ancient Greece, athletes used it to increase their strength and energy. And garlic would also often be left at crossroads as a religious offering. So people really respected this flower. We could see that religions and kings all used it, and also even athletes.
That's very interesting.
An athlete, this is way back when we had these different competitions that was in Greece, is a person who does sports and competes professionally or not professionally. But back in the day in Greece, people participated in the Olympics. Those were amazing athletes who were running, flying, using swords, or having different equipments that uses their body. Today, an athlete could play sports such as basketball, football. You could see them on TV on the NBA. Or if a person often plays sports, they are also an athlete. My brother is an athlete and he practices his sport every day. It does take a lot of commitment and you do have to love it, I think, to continue. But if you're an athlete, you must be very physically healthy to be able to continue to do it for a long time.
Yeah, you're basically a sportsman or a sportswoman. Sports is a big part of your life. If you're a professional athlete like Steph Curry or, Lionel Messi, it's your job. Or you could be an amateur athlete where you have another job, but you spend a lot of your time exercising, training, and playing sports. Sports are a big part of your life if you're an athlete. If you're religious, though, religion is a big part of your life, because religious is the adjective that talks about things to do with religion, with gods, with going to church or temple. A church and a temple, these are religious buildings. A priest or a nun or a monk or a minister, these are religious workers, people who have their job working in a church or a temple. Certain holidays like Easter or Christmas, these are religious holidays for people of different religions. So anything to do with religion is religious. For example, this artist uses religious symbols in her paintings, like the Christian cross or the Jewish Star of David, something like that. All right, so there you go. So religions love garlic, athletes love garlic, dead pharaohs love garlic. Everybody loves garlic, thousands of years ago up until today. So that's what we've learned so far. Tomorrow, come back, though, we're going to have many more interesting facts about surprising uses for garlic. It's really interesting. Come back for that. We'll see you tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, that smell.
Oh, that's
too
a lot of
much.
garlic, but I love it. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, do you have a mint?
大蒜的使用可以追溯到数千年前。那么根据书写记录显示啊，古代美索不达米亚人会把它跟酒混合当作药物。那么古埃及人也很喜欢大蒜，甚至在这个图坦卡门王的陵墓里也发现了大蒜哦。然后在古希腊呢，运动员会用它来增加体力跟精力，而大蒜也常常被放在交叉路口来作为宗教的祭品。好，我们最后就来看单字 fond， 它是形容词，形容喜欢的、爱好的。我们可以用 be fond of 加上某人或某事物来表达喜爱什么、喜欢做某事这样。那么 Mike 老师在解释时有用到 passionately 这个副词就表示热情地、激昂地。那它的形容词是 passionate， 就是形容热情的、激昂的、热烈的。好，那么下一个单字 tomb， 它表示陵墓或者是冢、墓冢的那个冢。那么 Rainbow 老师说到这个 tombstone， 就是在 tomb 后面加上 stone， 那就可以表达墓碑的意思。还有提到 graveyard，G-R-A-V-E-Y-A-R-D graveyard 可以表达墓地或是墓园。好，再我们看到 athlete 这个名词呢，它表示运动员或者是擅长运动的人。再来 religious 则是形容宗教的或是笃信宗教的、虔诚的。好，那么以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Some eat it raw, while others eat it after it has fermented and turned black. Some hate the smell, and some find it delicious. No matter what you think about it, garlic is a major part of food cultures from Japan to Brazil. But what do you really know about this pungent plant? Garlic is a flower. While it's used in cooking just like a spice or vegetable, garlic is actually part of the lily family, which makes it a flower. There are over 450 varieties, and the flower is native to Central Asia. In fact, most of the garlic eaten in the world today is still grown in Asia, especially in China. Though we usually eat only the bulb, all parts of the plant can be eaten. Its uses are ancient. The use of garlic dates back thousands of years. Written records show that the ancient Mesopotamians mixed it with wine for use as a medicine. The ancient Egyptians were also fond of garlic, and garlic was even found in the tomb of King Tutankhamun. In ancient Greece, athletes used it to increase their strength and energy, and garlic would also often be left at crossroads as a religious offering.
Get ready to play Word Rewind. Here's how you play. You will be shown a scene with the correct word or phrase bleeped out. Next, you will watch 4 versions of the same scene. Make sure you listen carefully because you will have 5 seconds to choose the correct answer. Then the scene will rewind and replay the correct dialogue. Now, open your ears and get ready to play. Get ready. Watch and listen carefully.
Why are you dressed so nice?
I just came from church.
I never knew you were...
Yeah, I am.
Now listen and choose the correct answer. A.
Why are you dressed so nice?
I just came from church.
I never knew you were happy.
Yes, I am.
B.
Why are you dressed so nice?
I just came from church.
I never knew you were religion.
Yes, I am.
C.
Why are you dressed so nice?
I just came from church.
I never knew you were religious.
Yeah, I am.
D.
Why are you dressed so nice?
I just came from church.
I never knew you were handsome.
Yes, I am.
Which one is correct? C.
Why are you dressed so nice?
I just came from church.
I never knew you were religious.
Yeah, I am.
Get ready. Watch and listen carefully.
Oh my gosh, I love pizza.
Want some?
I love pizza. I can't eat after 6 o'clock.
Now listen and choose the correct answer. A.
Oh my gosh, I love pizza.
Want some?
Since I love pizza, I can't eat after 6 o'clock.
B.
Oh my gosh, I love pizza.
Want some?
Well, I love pizza. I can't eat after 6 o'clock.
C.
Oh my gosh, I love pizza.
Want some?
Because I love pizza, I can't eat after 6 o'clock.
D.
Oh my gosh, I love pizza.
Want some?
When I love pizza, I can't eat after 6 o'clock.
Which one is correct? B.
Oh my gosh, I love pizza.
Want some?
While I love pizza, I can't eat after 6 o'clock.
Did you get it right?